Have you ever taken a photo of your dog and at the end, when you look at the photo, he's looking to the wall? Have you thought why that is? If you thought you got unlucky, well, unfortunately, that's not the case. Your dog is actually trying to communicate with you that he doesn't feel very good about you taking his photo. Maybe he's afraid of the camera, or you're too close, or you forced him into some setup where you wanted to take the photo, and he just is not feeling comfortable. That head turn, or that eye turn, or that whole body turn is communication from his part where he's trying to say to you, calm down, I'm not feeling very, very good in this situation. Dogs use bodily signals to communicate a lot more than we do. And the fun fact about this, that we can learn to understand what they're saying by learning these bodily signals. There's quite many of them, but many of them are also extremely easy to learn. And after you learn them, you just cannot close your eyes anymore. You are open to the language, and you will see communication even when you're not looking for it. The other fun fact, that we can start using their language with them, using some of the signals. All of the signals we cannot use, but many we can. Let's start with the 5 easiest ones, so you get a good head start, and then we dig into deeper ones and more complicated ones and more difficult ones to see. Okay, number 1, turning your head. It can also be the slighter one, just turning eyes, but turning head is a really strong signal. If the dog wants to make it even more stronger, he will turn his upper body, then he can even turn his back. You can think about the situation where you're not feeling very comfortable. Let's imagine we go into an elevator, and the elevator is packed. It's full of people. What happens? Everybody's just looking at their phone, looking at the ground, reading the safety notification on the wall, anything else except watching like this to somebody else's face. And that's just polite communication without any kind of words. In that situation, we're acting like dogs. Dogs use eye turn, head turn, body turn during the day when they communicate with us, with other animals, also with, for example, road signs, stuff that they don't know. Maybe somebody put the trash out and they don't know what it is. They might turn their head just to calm down whatever they're seeing. So that is number 1. Something that you can easily use. Let's say you have to cut your dog's nails and he really doesn't like that so much. So you could do, you cut a nail, look where you cut, and then you turn your head away after you cut to communicate to him, look, I'm trying to think about your feelings. Let's just get through this. Then it's another process how to teach him to like actually nail cutting, but just as an example. Or when you walk on the street and you see a dog coming from the other part of the street, even if you don't have your dog, what you can do, you walk, you slow down your pace a little bit, because that's also a very nice way to communicate. But you slow down your pace, and then you turn your head to the right. You walk a little bit, you turn your head to the left. You walk a little bit, turn your head to the right. And then what you see, the dog that is coming towards you, he's like, the hell? She's trying to communicate with me. And you can see a different kind of behavior from that dog. So please try it. I want you to also write to the comment section if you tried it and what happened. I'm very curious. Let's jump to the second one that you can see easily, you can recognize easily, and then you can also use by yourself. And that is yawning. Dogs yawn often when they are not comfortable. Then they don't yawn only because they're tired. Maybe they yawn when they wake up, and then they yawn because of that. But most of the time, it's clear talk. We just need to start recognizing it. So when things get hectic, let's say you start a fight with your spouse. The voice rises. You have a different kind of tone. Might be that the dog first turns its head and then it yawns. And the dog is trying to say to you, cool down, cool down, cool down. Same way you can use the signal If you see a dog is starting to get too energetic and doesn't calm down, you can just start turning your head and yawning. Super easy and extremely efficient. Number 3, sit down. Sitting down is like the ultimate way of dogs trying to calm the situation. We see this behavior a lot if there's many dogs around. Energy is rising and rising and rising, and then there might be an older dog, a calmer dog, who said, okay, that's kind of enough. And the dog might walk in the middle of the situation and sit down. Then we can see the energy cooling. You can use this the same way at your home. Then we can see the energy cooling. You can use this the same way at your home. Number 4 that we see a lot, and it's easy for you to recognize, is licking lips. When often in situations where we have to go close to the dog and we have to hold the dog might lick its lips. Or if a dog is afraid, it often licks lips. Some dogs, especially the dogs with a lot of facial hair, or a dog who has a very dark fur, prefers to use the signal because it's very, very easy to recognize. If you think about a black dog with a lot of hair and it licks its lips, you can immediately see the tongue even from far away. Some dogs use this even while on a walk, just to communicate to the other dog, I'm not going to do anything, I'm not going to harm you in any way. Us people, maybe we don't use this so much. It's not so easy for us to use, or it looks a little bit funny. But between dogs, wonderful communication. And the dog, when he uses the signal, is just trying to say, okay, I'm not comfortable, can you give me more space? Then let's go to the 5th one today. Let's take play ball. So when the dog goes to the position of play, so the butt is here and the paws are here and the dog is stuck in this position. Might be that you can see this position before the play, a few seconds, but it is to communicate that I'm going to play nice. And often the dog that goes to the play ball is expecting the other dog to start the game. Not easy for us to use, but definitely easy for us to spot. So these are the first 5 calming signals that I advise you to start looking at. Then in the next session, we will go through more that are easy to add. But I wish that you take a little notebook for yourself and start writing down everything you see. And write also notes for yourself. What happened when you actually use these signals with your dog or the dogs that you saw outside? The learning curve is just starting. And then when you've gathered a lot of information, you can go back to your notes and you say, okay, there I didn't know nothing. And now I know this much. And it has changed our relationship from commanding and guessing to actually understanding and connecting. So that's the real talk for today. I hope you liked it. I hope you found value in it. And I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye.